All right, it's your boy. This is a game is a game. NBA live stream for consciousness. Check out the videos that we had on the Knicks and the Celtics last week. We're gonna come out with some videos tomorrow. So check out that. Definitely subscribe. Thank you for all the subscribers. I truly appreciate it. We're up to 587 subscribers. So I'm not a numbers guy, but at least not yet. But we keep chopping the wood. Let a friend know if you enjoy what I'm doing. Subscribe. Almost there to the 1,000 subscribers, where I can start making some money off of it. Watch some of my other videos. I need about another 800 to get to the 1,000 hour watch portion. But I'm head over heels. I really generally appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get into what's going on in the league. It came out today that James Harden, he's not going to play the next two games for the Sixers, and he's not playing in the All-Star game. Jarrett Allen has been announced as his replacement. I think that's a very deserving replacement. I think that's interesting. He's going to rehab, try to get acclimated to the team. This is the most defining moment of his career. I think he's going to be judged by what happens in the 76ers. He had the heartbreaks in Houston, the game where they missed 17 straight threes, traded to Brooklyn that never really got off the ground. Him, Kyrie, and KD only played 16 games together. So when you put all that together, I think that there's no excuses now. He has the ball. There's no worry about fit. A lot of people are questioning, does he still have it? In the grand scheme of things, as a player, I believe he's only 32 or 33. So we see what Harden has done in his career, and the slippage that he had to start this year. Yes, so he's only 32 years old. We see what LeBron is doing in his mid to late 30s. KD is older than him. We've seen the work that he's put in. So, it's just going to be on him. Does he get in shape? Does he buy in? Does he commit? He's going to be defined by this portion of his career. Does he use this All-Star break to get in shape and to really hone in and come out hungry the rest of the season after the All-Star break, or is he out partying, doing James Harden things? I was listening to the Bill Simmons podcast, and he said that he heard some disturbing things come out after the trade had happened. But I think you'll have to take all of those things with a grain of salt. These are probably reports that are coming out from the Brooklyn guys, and of course they're going to disparage James, but he's one of the great players in our league. We talked about him as an all-star last year, less than 12 months ago. So has he deteriorated that far? I don't think so, but we'll definitely see. But this is going to be a very important part of his career. Does he buy in? He has a guy in Joel Embiid that he doesn't have to, really wear himself out with. Even with the other guys, he was still the fulcrum of the offense. And he was always the guy, in my personal opinion, who can make the defense move. Even with the KD is a jump shooter. He doesn't really draw defenses and create scramble positions the way that Harden does, because of his ability to attack whip passes around. And with Embiid, because of his low post dominance, he makes the defense move. Doubles come, there's wide open guys. I think he's going to have the most catch and shoot opportunities that he's had in his career. So I think we'll see about the fit. It just matters how much he buys in, how much he wants to change his personal narrative. James Harden is not going to play. It looks like Paul Millsap is playing today, but James Harden is not going to play till after the All-Star break. So that's interesting. I mentioned early on top, Jarrett Allen makes the All-Star game in the city that he's playing in. And, that's a great thing to see, that he's rewarded. The Nets just threw him in as a trade, and a lot of teams could have had him, and they didn't. Mike Lombardi, former Cleveland Browns GM, made a point that every professional sports team every year has the opportunity to get significantly better. Do you take those opportunities? Jarrett Allen was sitting out there for a whole host of teams, and no one wanted to bite. And maybe they were afraid of paying his contract, but I mean, you can't tell me he's overpaid now. And everyone knew he was big on the rise. He transformed his body. He's gotten a good finishing game. He's gotten a good floater, mid-range jumper game. I mean, the kid has really improved. So, congratulations to him. But, it's a missed opportunity for a lot of teams in the league, because I think all it would have cost was a first-round pick, and no one wanted to pay the price of that brick, which was, it was just really interesting in hindsight. The NBA reinstate Tyreke Evans after a 2-year ban. That's good for Tyreke Evans. A lot of people might not remember that he won Rookie of the Year the year that Steph came out. I talked about it in the Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Like, hey, I have these strong opinions that I don't think they are the two best players on the championship team. That being said, they're young and they can get exponentially better. And guys who you think that are in front of the race now doesn't mean that they're going to finish the end of the race at that time. I remember people talking about Tyreke because he was playing point guard his first year, which I think is his natural position. And, saying that, this guy, Chauncey Billups, was raving about this guy. And, unfortunately, he violated the league's anti-drug program. And, you rarely see that. You hear about players getting suspended way back in the day, especially in the NFL, for marijuana. Josh Gordon comes to mind, but you rarely hear about that. I remember the day that he got suspended, and that was a wild moment. So it says that he's in good physical condition. He's expected to start making himself available for workouts, a career 15, 5-5 guy. So, we'll see what happens with him. I wish him the best of luck. The Lakers could use players. A lot of teams around the league could use a guy with his skill set if, he can still play. He's still only 32 years of age. He always more of a downhill guy. Like I said, a point guard reminds me of, I put him, Taylor Horton-Tucker, Evan Turner in the same category. Guys who are miscast at their position, who are truly point guards, who need the ball in their hands. I think if you play him at off guard, you play him at small forward. He was on the Pelicans. They were trying to play him at small forward. He needs the ball in his hands to thrive. I think he makes good decisions when the ball is in his hands. So it'll be interesting to see who signs him. But I think that, there might be a player there. That he was working out with John Wall, and I'll talk more about John Wall in a video that I'm doing this week. But I definitely think John Wall should ask for a buyout. So, hopefully both of them hit the market and, play this year. As far as bets of the week, I definitely like I definitely like the Kings today in Toronto. I like the Knicks. I don't want to stamp that one. I'm going to take it, but I don't want to stamp that one. But for my record, I would take the Kings in Toronto. I believe the Kings are -2.5, which you should buy down to 2. And Toronto's -3.5, which you should buy down to 3. I also like the Knicks and the Kings on the side, as well as Denver and the Warriors. So, it's interesting time of the year. All-Star break is coming. A lot of people are worried about their vacation plans. The country is opening up. I think that a lot of the teams that have checked out, a team like Houston, a team like Portland tonight, they're playing, but Giannis isn't playing. That's why I'm not recommended. Orlando, a lot of these teams have checked out and they're getting ready for the break. 1, 2, 3 Cancun. And so this might be an opportunity to make some serious money. So definitely look out for those videos that I'm dropping starting tomorrow. And once again, I appreciate the support. At 500 subscribers, a little bit over 500, almost knocking on the door at 600. And we're almost halfway there with the watch hour. So if you know somebody who enjoys the content or you think might enjoy it, recommend us. Definitely hit subscribe if you haven't. It's the game is the game.
So what's up, man? What's up with you otherwise, The game is the game. Always.